Cruising can get expensive.
But it doesn't have to break the bank. Today we're going to bring you 5 ways to get the most out of your money.
Hi friends, and welcome to another cruise-related video.
Today we're talking about all the ways, or at least 5 of our preferred ways to save a little bit of money on your next cruise.
As we said, cruising can get pretty pricey, so if there are ways that you can pinch pennies without hurting the experience as a whole, we definitely think you should take them.
Before we get started, we do have a lot of other cruise videos out there and a lot of travel-related videos, and we're going to be bringing you more money-saving tips in the future, so make sure you're subscribed. Click the bell so you know when we post another video that might help you get the most out of your next vacation.
And with that, let's just jump in with our first money-saving trick.
So, number 1 might seem a little obvious, but bear with us. This one is all about booking your excursions. Do it through the app. Do it early, whatever app your cruise line uses, and keep checking back for better prices because from time to time they will offer deals or discounts on those excursions.
I actually just looked at Royal Caribbean's policy and they are completely fine with up to 48 hours before the cruise, you canceling and rebooking the same excursion if it comes out at a lower price. So I'm sure a lot of the cruise lines have that policy, and why not do that if it's going to save you some money?
And if it doesn't seem like the excursions offered on the app are within your budget, consider looking locally on the economy, on the market where you're going to visit, because a lot of times very similar, if not the same exact excursions, are offered locally at the port for a lot less.
Just know that if you do that, you are not going to get the same insurances and safeties that you get when booking with the cruise line. So, for example, if you book an excursion through a cruise line and you get stuck in traffic on the way back to the ship will wait because that excursion was booked through the cruise line. If you book an excursion with a company and you're stuck in traffic, that ship could leave without you. So keep that in mind. You have to weigh the cost and the benefits when doing it that way. But if you have some leeway, some time on either side of the excursion, then it probably is a safe bet to do so. And you can save a little bit of money. Number 2 is going to deal with those internet packages. Some people go on a cruise to completely disconnect, but some of us really need access to the internet when we are on the cruise. Something to consider is that a lot of the cruise lines will actually prorate the price of the internet package the later you get into the cruise. We actually had this, it happened, we saw this on our Norwegian Joy cruise, that Jake bought the internet package before he got on board.
Yep.
And then I bought the internet package, I think on day 3, and I think I only paid $15 for day 3, 4, and 5, when you paid
like almost $100 for the whole thing.
For the whole thing. So that's just one example, but I know Royal Caribbean, they also will prorate it. But also know that if you want the internet for the entire cruise, from the moment you step on to the moment you step off that ship, pre-purchase it. You're always going to get a better deal doing it that way than waiting until you get on the ship. Because once you're on, they got you.
They got you. Number 3, this is all about how to book your cruise. We love using travel agents or agents through the Chase travel portal, which we'll get to in a little bit, to book our cruises. You can also use the cruise line travel agents themselves, because a lot of times any of those options will provide you with stateroom credits that you can apply towards dining. You can apply towards drinks. You can apply towards any amenities on board that you might want to spend that. Yeah, anything you might want to spend that money on, so you're not spending your own cash. You just have to make sure that you have an idea of what the total cost of your experience will be prior to doing that. I recommend going on the website and going through the whole process of booking the cruise as you would right up to the point where you pay for it. So you get a good look at everything, totaled gratuities, taxes, fees, all that. Because sometimes those travel agents work on a commission and make a little money when they sell a deal for more money. So they might try to upcharge you on certain things or add additional costs that wouldn't be there otherwise. So just be cognizant of that.
Those agents may also know of discounts that you don't know of. For instance, we use military discounts often, and honestly, sometimes we forget about them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they'll ask, you know, are you military? Are you, I think first responders will get discounts on certain lines and other different types of discounts. And you say yes, and they'll just apply that for you.
Number 4. This one is sort of a hot button topic lately. If you're the right type of person for this, it can really save you a ton of money on cruising, and that is using travel credit cards. Really, it can save you a ton of money on travel, period. Because if you're the type of person who can pay off your credit card bill monthly so that you don't build up any interest charges and things like that, a lot of these travel credit cards offer very generous rewards for using their service. We use Chase credit cards. We use a combination of the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the Chase Freedom Flex, and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. If you've seen anything about it online, it's known as the Chase Trifecta, and it works very well to rack up tons of points that you can apply to your cruise or to any travel, flights, hotels, rental cars, anything like that, to get discounts or get them for free. We actually were able to get an upcoming cruise that we're going on in the fall down to less than 50% of the total cost. It's probably going to be less than $100 per person per day by the time we're actually done.
And we have referrals for all of our Chase cards. You can find them down in the description below. Know that we do get rewarded if you decide to sign up through our link, but just check them out if you are interested in maybe getting one of these cards.
Yeah, help us bring you more of the travel that you love to see.
And number 5. I think people will have different opinions on this one, but we have done the math, and that is do the math on those packages that are included or are extra on a cruise. So you go on a cruise, you want to have some drinks. Let's get the drink package. Do the math on that drink package. If you know that you are going to drink 12 drinks a day at, $12 to $15 a drink, I think get that drink package. You're going to come out ahead. But if you're only going to drink maybe 2 to 4, and that's only some days, or you're at port for 4 or 5 of the days of your cruise.
Yeah, that's a big one. Those drink packages don't apply in ports. So.
It might not be worth it to buy the drink package, and you're gonna save money by just paying out of pocket. Another instance of this is Norwegian's Free at Sea package. And don't come at me, everyone loves this package. I totally get it.
Great package, great package.
It's a great deal. But know that even though it's free, you are still paying $22 per person per day for the gratuity and the taxes on that package for the drinks. And then there is a little bit of extra for the meals that you get too included in that. So if you're going on a Norwegian cruise and you know you're not gonna drink, you know that you don't wanna eat at any of the specialty restaurants, you know that you don't plan on getting off the ship and using any of the excursion credits, it honestly might not be worth it for you to have that free at sea offer included in your package, and you'll save money by doing so.
Yeah, those things definitely add up for sure. $22 per person per day spread over the course of a 6 or 7 night cruise is several $100s between the 2 people in a stateroom, or more if you have more people in a stateroom. And that money can be applied to other things that you might want to spend it on, not in line with what's available through the package. So just do your research. Know the type of traveler you are and what you want to get out of your cruise, and determine if those deals are right for you.
And a bonus.
Always a bonus.
If you've watched any of our tips and tricks videos, you know there's going to be a bonus. My bonus is, it's not money saving because you should do this anyway, but plan for the gratuities. Don't forget that gratuities are not mandatory, but they are really well received, and
Yeah. Love that tip money on the cruises.
These crew members work really, really hard. They work 7 days a week, most of the time. So if you're budgeting for a cruise, just don't forget to include the money for tips, because it can add up to a few $100s between your stateroom attendant, the bartenders, the servers at restaurants. Yep. And at the end of the day, if you only have a certain amount of money set aside, kind of stinks when you have that extra expense. So just keep it in mind when you are writing out that budget for your next cruise.
All right, well, that was our 5-6 tips for how to save money on your next cruise. We hope you enjoyed them, and we hope you stay tuned because we're sure to have more coming out soon.
If you have any super secret, extra cool, fun, money-saving tips, put them in the comments below and help everyone else out. Because though we have our methods, other people have theirs, and you never know what's gonna help someone out.
For sure. So, looking forward to hearing from you. Hope to see you on the next cruise. Until then, stay magical. Hi
Hi, friends, and welcome to another video.
Yep. Number 1. Good point, Tay.
Make it rain on your stateroom attendant. I think they like that.
I don't think they do. You're right. Probably. Okay. Outro, briefly. Are your bangs good?
Never.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my clothes off.
Do you want... That'll do well on the internet. Do you want to...